Hello, John?
Yeah, who is this?
Hey, John, my name is Matthew. I know this call is random, but I'm an investor around the area. I'm just looking to buy a home soon. I'm seeing if you would be interested in a cash offer on your property.
Let me stop you right there. I am sick and tired of you all always keep on calling me, always keep on asking if I want to sell my house, if I wanted a cash offer. I'm sick and tired. Please take me off of your list. If you don't take me off of your list, I'm going to track down this number. What is your name? What is your name? I'm going to report you to the police. Please stop.
All right, sure.
Stop right now.
If you don't have a good day, I'll talk to you later. What's up, you two? I hope you all enjoyed that in the beginning. A lot of times we as wholesalers may face conversations similar to that where we don't have the best customer or the best seller that we spoke with. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to properly respond to an angry seller, either on a cold call or even after you've been following up with the seller and all of a sudden they went berserk on you and they're all of a sudden hate you and stuff after you've been following up with them for a couple weeks. And so in today's video, we're going to talk about how to handle an angry seller or how to properly do that the right way. So if you all don't mind, if you all find value from this video, be sure to like this video, subscribe, comment down below, and like this video. And so in the beginning of this video, you kind of saw the way a lot of times we as wholesalers handle a conversation like that, especially if we're in the beginning. We just want to hurry up and hang up the phone, or a lot of us, we just hang up the phone if we start hearing curse words or people being angry. We just hang it up without even saying goodbye or thank you. And so I want to show a different way on how to properly handle this conversation on a cold call lead. I understand, sir. I see that you're not interested in selling. I'm sorry for the inconveniences. You have a good day, sir.
All right. Thank you.
So you see that in the second conversation, you see that I was just listening to the customer, just hearing him out, what he was saying. And then I said, hey, I see that you're not interested in selling. I'm sorry for inconveniences or anything like that. Thank you. Have a great day. Boom. Always in the conversation, if they're asking for personal or private information, still handle it that way. So say, hey, I'm sorry. I see that you're not interested in selling. Thank you. Goodbye. And then move on. Now I want to talk about, different forms of rejection. So rejection in business and in specific wholesaling real estate. So let's say you're texting and people are cursing you out. Honestly, you can just ignore the text. You could just say thank you or that's it. But like with texting, I want to go as far as if I'm in person or just live over the phone with someone else, because I think the interaction is different. So different ways I think you can handle when a seller gets angry with you is just be polite, end the conversation smoothly, and then move on. And then psychologically, what can you do? You just have to understand, hey, this is part of the business, and just expect these type of conversations to happen and anticipate it. So like if you're cold calling, about to cold call a list of 200 people, just say, hey, I'm probably going to get cussed out. And it just makes the process so much easier and just helps your mental health. So next thing I want to talk about is how to handle warm leads. So warm leads are sellers that you've been talking to for the past few days or past few weeks, and all of a sudden they ghosted you or they out of nowhere got upset at you and they're ignoring your calls and different things like that. How to handle that conversation. So number one, if they start ghosting you, just keep on following up with them, you all. And you have to give them time. You don't have to, I don't say you have to call them every single day, but you have to do it at least weekly with those type of sellers. And then another thing is you have to start asking questions that are very straight to the point and direct, and questions that may elicit a no from them. So for example, instead of just saying, oh, how are you doing? I haven't heard from you from in a while. Start asking questions like, hey, is this deal still on? Should I move on? Should I take you off of my list? Should I cancel the contract? Should I let the title company know to cancel this transaction because we started escrow? Conversations like that where it motivates the seller to respond, be like, oh, no. Actually, I am still interested. I was just upset at this, or I was busy with this. So if you come to that point and the seller starts ghosting you, ask them questions that elicit a no. I learned that from different negotiation books and different things like that. So let's say a customer or a seller starts getting angry at you. How do you respond to that? So one thing is, always stay calm and collective and hear them out. Actually hear them at what they're saying and different things like that, because you never know what someone is going through, what's going on in, at work or at home, in their different relationships. So always stay calm and collected. That's number one. Number two is I want you all to, when you handle that situation, listen out and see if there's any cracks in the details that you're hearing from the story. So for example, let's say I'm talking to a seller, everything is going good, and then all of a sudden they're all like, I'm getting offers from this place and that place, and it's so much higher than yours, and I don't even know if I should go with you. You sound young over the phone, like why should I go with you? Like those are tough questions to answer. For example, if they say they're getting better offers, you just ask them, okay, yeah, what's the best offer you've gotten so far? Never try to force someone to go with you. Honestly, if they want to break away from you, if they want to go with someone else, to say, hey, do what's best for you and your family, because I think that rapport and that integrity always wins at the end. So just say, okay, congratulations. I mean, what kind of offers you got, different things like that. But if it's under contract, you got to say, hey, I understand you're getting other offers. However, this is a binding contract, and until this closes, you can't entertain any offers and different things like that. And that's when you have to put your foot down, get a memoranda, be like, hey, this title is clouded because I'm under contract with you, and you just gotta really fight for that contract if you're making money. But if it's not under contract, they are legally and technically free to entertain and talk to other people. Another question is, like, let's say you're following up with someone and they start talking about like your age, because there are a lot of young people who are getting interested in wholesaling, who's diving right in, and they can hear the age of your voice over the phone. Even me, even though I'm in my, I guess, older, late 20s, I don't sound like an older man. I sound my age or a little bit younger. But what I like to say, if someone asks me, or if someone asks you, hey, you sound a little bit young, how long have you been doing this? You could just say, hey, my partners and my investors and I have been doing this for years. They've been buying properties for this amount of year, because you are representing your cash buyers, your investors. Another thing is, you don't even have to answer the question. Just say that, or you can answer them directly. You can say something like, hey, I've been getting into real estate over the past few years, and I've been working with other investors and partners, and I'm very motivated and things like that. But you can quickly answer it, but don't keep on staying on that point, and quickly ask them a question back. I know Tom Kroll, Wholesaling Inc., he had this podcast, and he would say, just turn the situation and control the conversations. Don't keep on having the sellers ask you questions. You have to be in control. So when they say, oh, you sound young, you can start saying like, yes, I work with my partners and my investors, and they've been mentoring me and different things like that. But like, would that stop you and me from doing the deal? Or have you worked with other young investors before? Or something like that. Just put the questions back on the property. Be like, okay, so how soon are you looking to sell? You have to take control of the conversation and different things like that. And I know that's not related to dealing with an angry customer or an angry seller, but that's dealing with a seller who has questions, who kind of wants to take control of the conversation, because they may or may not see your inexperience through the phone, or just hear it through the phone, or different things like that. But always take control. So I hope you all really enjoyed this video. Be sure to like it, subscribe, and comment down below if you all have any questions on how to handle angry sellers or customers or different things like that. And I'll talk to you all later. Peace.